At 140, there's still more for him, surely. At 140, I'm going to sell him, though. At 140, the hammer comes up here. 50, 150, 160, 160, at 160, at 160, at 160, I'm going to sell him. All done. He goes at 160,000.
Screamer on the outside, Piero's got the inside run. He's starting to charge through with Sacred Falls. Nosleader in front, Piero and Sacred Falls, and then Screamer out in the centre. Here's a great finish, Sacred Falls and Piero settle down to fight it out. The 3-year-olds, but Sacred Falls beats Piero.
Sacred Falls was victorious in the Group 1 Doncaster Handicap in Sydney. The son of O'Reilly graduated from the Karaka Premier Sale through the draft of Waikato stud in 2011. I recently caught up with Waikato studs Gareth Downey to discuss their decision to pledge their entire yearling draft to Karaka 2014. Year on year, Waikato stud continues to offer amongst the biggest drafts at Karaka. But this year you've opted to pledge your entire yearling crop to the NZB sale week. Why was that decision made?
As you say, Aleisha, every year we are one of the biggest vendors at Karaka. Every year for the last 25 years we've also sold elsewhere, but this year we've decided to concentrate our entire draft at Karaka. It's not necessarily something that we're committing to year on year, but for this 12-month period, for a number of reasons, it suited us well. We feel we had an extremely good sale at Karaka last year. People enjoy buying off us there. As you say, we're a large vendor, we have a big hospitality area. People get to enjoy that part of the process as well. And because we have concentrated our entire draft there, obviously every horse we sell this year will be there at Karaka. We think that will suit people. They know that anything we're offering is there, and if they want to buy one, then that'll be the place to come to.
You had a phenomenal 2013, spearheaded by O'Reilly, clean sweeping the Stallion Awards. You must be excited to present your premier draft.
Yeah, very excited. We are in a very privileged position with the sire power that we have in our lineup. As you say, O'Reilly had an unprecedented year last season, clean sweeping the Stallion Awards, never been done before. Savabeel is obviously a real star on the rise in the Australasian siring ranks. Pins continues to do a great job. They are the 3 leading sires on the Centane Award as we stand here today, so to have those as the mainstay of our draft, we're in a very lucky position.
A total of 55 premier yearlings, among them 26 O'Reillys, 10 Pins and 19 Savabeels, so a real showcase of your top 3 sires. Where do you see the strengths of the draft?
Well, in all honesty, it's hard to see the weaknesses. We've got an amazing lineup of horses. We are genuinely very proud of them. We've had a number of parades here at the farm already, and the feedback has been exceptionally positive, and you wheel the horses out one after another as a draft. Very high quality draft of horses, and the strength is very much across the board. And as you say, with sires like that, O'Reilly, Pin, Savabeel, they themselves, they are so well proven that you would expect to see nice horses by them. That's what their track record is based on. And with a broodmare band that has been developed steadily over 25 years, and the yearlings that make it to the K1 level, what you see is what you would expect to see, and we're very proud of them.
Let's take a look at some of your individual lots. Lot 28, the Savabeel Glamourpuss Colt.
As you can see out there, Aleisha, he is the first one we've chosen to show you today. Beautiful horse, as you'll see with all the ones we look at. He is, by Savabeel, a real rising star in the siring ranks, out of a dual Group 1 winner. Second dam being Escada, so family of vision and power, and such an amazing family, the job that Escada and her daughters have done. So to be presenting a colt that looks like this by Savabeel, dual Group 1 winning dam, family like that, a wonderful, wonderful product to be able to take to the market.
Lot 100, the Savabeel Legs Colt.
A really nice athletic running sort of a horse, by Savabeel, again out of dual Group 1 winner who we raced ourselves in legs. She herself a half to Gyno, who's also a Group 1 winner, and from that beautiful family behind her, he's remarkable, koala bear, the depth of the family is fantastic, so yeah, another really nice colt.
Lot 107, the O'Reilly Lador Mystic Colt.
Well, this guy, as you can see, is a stunning individual, walking out very nicely there. He is a full brother to Aleisha, and the first full brother we have had since Aleisha. So to be able to breed another full brother to him and to have him looking like this, another beautiful horse.
Lot 111, the Savabeel Lucida colt.
Yeah, this is a family really on the go. It's a family making its statement, if you like. And as you can see, just a stunning individual of a horse. Beautiful deep girth, very relaxed, a real presence about him. Again by Savabeel, a full brother to Placement. And as anyone can see in the catalogue page, the depth developing in the family behind him is an exciting, as I say, on the move family.
Lot 268, the Savabeel Splashing Out colt.
Yeah, another really stunning Savabeel colt. The way he moves is gorgeous. When he stands still, he's gorgeous. And the mare is doing such an amazing job. Shopaholic won stakes race in Melbourne, beating Mosheen in that race. Spending is already stakes placed. Family of Sacred Falls, and he's a horse that looks like that. He's a horse we're very excited about.
Lot 282, O'Reilly Striptease filly.
Yeah, really nice filly here, and a real O'Reilly filly. Looks like a classic kind of filly, you would say, looking at her. And the mother was actually stakes placed in the St. Leger herself, so a great combination of O'Reilly and that stamina in there coming through the dam. Another very nice family behind her, but just watching her walk along there, she does really sell herself as an individual.
Lastly, lot 344, the O'Reilly Zamfir filly.
Yeah, extremely attractive, extremely athletic filly. Beautiful O'Reilly filly, out of a Gold Bros mare, so the same cross as Mosse, out of interest. Very talented mare. She won 5 and was stakes placed herself. Being from the family of Final Destination, that makes this filly very closely related to Final Destination herself. Very strong depth of family behind her again, and beautiful athlete in front of us.
Waikato stud offer 55 yearlings at this year's premier sale, with strong representation of their sires O'Reilly, Pins and Savabeel. Well, there is one man who certainly makes his mark at Karaka, Te Akau Racing's David Ellis, who again last year was New Zealand's leading purchaser, buying 23 premier lots and spending in excess of $3 million. Kiwi Bred checked in with David as he prepares for this year's sale. The catalogue at Karaka last year was incredibly strong, David. This time round, how would you describe it?
Oh, it's a really good, solid catalogue, and I think the fact that Waikato Stud have put their entire draft in the sale is a huge plus. They've got a really strong draft of yearlings, and having them all there has really lifted the whole catalogue, I feel.
As New Zealand's most dominant buyer at Karaka, you target not only the yearlings and the glitz and hype of the premier session ring, but also at festival level. Do you believe there's a horse for every budget this time?
I think that last year we bought horses at the premier sale from 12,000 to 600,000. We bought horses at the other sale. There's horses at this coming sales that will win group races from 15,000 to 50,000 to 100,000 plus. So there definitely is horses for every budget.
Sales week, it's an incredibly intense time for vendors and for buyers. Tell me, what due diligence does a potential buyer need to do in order to bid for a yearling at auction? It's certainly not the first time they've seen the horses they like, is it?
No, well, everybody that goes to the sale today is very professional, and they've looked at horses. We've been out looking at horses now since the 2nd of December, looking at the yearlings. Before that, we looked at a lot of them as weanlings. We've seen the way they've grown and developed. We've seen their personalities. We've done a lot of research on their pedigrees. So by the time we get to the sales, all the work is done, all the homework's done, our shortlist is prepared, and all we have to do is concentrate on looking after our owners and bidding on the horses.
As a renowned judge of Bloodstock, what are you personally looking for in a yearling?
Well, it's a little bit like a judge going to judge Miss New Zealand. I guess everybody looks for different things, but I love a horse with a good head, a nice kind eye, good shoulder, nice strong forearm, a good middle, nice deep girth. There's a lot of things that all go into the package, but as soon as I see a horse that I like to visualise what that horse will look like in 12 months' time, because what it actually looks like the day you buy it is irrelevant. What is very relevant is what the colt or filly looks like the day you leg the jockey up for the first time. So you've got to be able to visualise what sort of horse it's going to grow into, and that's the secret to buying yearlings.
Now the dollar's come back a bit, but it's still pretty high, especially against the Australian. For our overseas buyers, what expectations have you got of how well some of those top lots will go for?
Well, this year I think the Karaka sale will present unique opportunities for people to invest, and the New Zealand dollar is at a record high compared to Australia. That makes New Zealanders have a much better opportunity of competing on really top lots. And there's fillies in the sale that people could buy as foundation brood mares, and they will find that there is a unique set of circumstances and terrific buying.
Now a buyer never likes to show his hand before sale, but what can we expect to see from David Ellis ringside this time around? How active will you be?
Oh, well, every year we need to buy yearlings for our stable. We need to satisfy our owners' demands. We've got a lot of really top owners that each year like to invest, and they like to think that we can buy an Oaks winner or a 2,000 guineas winner for them, and we'll certainly be there really trying to buy some successful Group 1 horses in the future.
I'm sure David will be very active again this year for all those involved in Te Akau racing. Well, it's now time to take a look at our second Karaka Million runner, the Shaune Ritchie trained filly, Way In. By Windsor Park's shuttle sire, The Way You Are. Way In is out of Dane Hill mare Small Parcels and was purchased from Bradbury Park's select draft for $52,500. The first Southern Hemisphere 2-year-old crop for The Way You Are has seen 3 horses by the Coolmore sire vying for a position in this Saturday's race.
We had a commission to buy a horse primarily for the Karaka Million, and she was a very strong, well put together filly. She wasn't big, she's still not very big, but she's certainly quite tough. I think probably mentally she needs to catch up a little bit. She's can do things a little bit wrong, but having said that, she's got she's always a very strong yearling, and she's held that strength right through till today. She's probably pulled up from the last race at Aleisha better than most of her other races, because she's, as I say, she's had a few little minor issues here and there. So, look, we're going to go in with a roll of the dice, and she's not explosive out of the barrier. She'll have to give them a start, and she'll probably need a little bit of luck in the straight. But we've probably got the right jockey on to perhaps even that out.